chair back there? You can just pat me on the back of the head. Welcome back, fans. Dave Tingley here on the call for the game, the third and the final game of the day from day one of Maritime Women's Basketball Association's Weekend Showcase here in Moncton, New Brunswick at Harrison Trimble Gymnasium. I'm Dave Tingley on the call. Find me at Hoops Tingley on both Instagram and Twitter if you want to say hi. This game ought to be fun, but I don't know if it can back up what we just saw. Moncton coming back from 21-2 down to earn their first win in the MWBA. And now the Port City Fog, Halifax Hornets have to follow that show. So it's like being the comedian after the guy that got the big laughs in this gym. But, I mean, it's what it is. So, fans, I'm going to take a break for a second just as we get we're going to get the national anthem and the starters out of the way. And I'll be right back to you to set the stage for Game 3.
We're going to start today's game with the national anthem sung by Daphne Robertson, so please rise to your feet, remove your caps and face the flag for all Canada. Before we get started here, we want to say a major thank you to our sponsors, Royal and Medivy, for their outstanding support, dedication, and commitment to not just the league and the sport, but to women in sport. Your partnership symbolizes tremendous belief in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association and support for our community. So please put your hands together for Royal and Medivy. And now it's time for the starting lineups, and we will begin with the Halifax Hornets. Starting for Halifax from St. Mary's, number 6, Elena McMillan. Number 14, also from Spain, number 14, Lucy game rep, number 21, Hannah Brown. The Halifax Hornets are coached by John Campbell. And now the starting lineup for your Port City Fog. Number 5, Courtney Thompson. From Ryerson, one of the best shooters in Canada. Number 7, Rachel Farwell. Number 8, Megan Stewart. From UPI, Reese Baxendale. And from the New Hampshire Wildcats, number 14, Kaylee Kilpatrick. Ladies and gentlemen, your Port City Fog are coached by Madeline Belvey.
All right, fans, so let's set the stage here for game number 3 of our first day here at the showcase from Moncton for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. The Fog are coming in off a 4-point loss to the Freeze last Thursday, the Fredericton Freeze. And overall, they've lost 3 in a row, but a lot of that work's been done without Reese Baxendale, at least the 2 games before that. So Reese Baxendale being back is big, and we'll talk a lot about why that's true as the Port City Fog control the tip, and Baxendale hands off to Courtney Thompson, who misses a 3. I'm struggling to see the action at the moment, folks. Up with a 3 is Rachel Farwell. That's what she can do. That's what she can do. Down it goes for Farwell. Start off the game in style for the Fog. Now, we've talked a lot about the strength of the backcourts, the point guards in this league through the first couple of games, and that goes just as strongly in this game as it did in the first 2. Alana McMillan and Baxendale, and there goes Farwell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hornets fans, the first 2 go in. Look out. She is streaky. She shoots over 40% in CIS play. So when she gets on a roll, how deep is that from McMillan? Okay, Alana, I see you. So Farwell and McMillan off to good starts. Good grief, the quality of play in this league is off the charts. Those are some long, lengthy 3s. Attacking is Megan Stewart. She's cut off. Going back the other way is Gascoigne. One of my favorite players to watch in this league. Gascoigne off to Brown. Brown maintains that pivot foot. But physical play there from Kaylee Kilpatrick, who's been terrific in the first year of this MWBA play. She wipes you out with a screen just like there, and she can pop that, in and out. But that's one she can make. Hand off there to McMillan. Oh, a nice pass there from Gascoigne. Brown not able to get the roll. 6-3 early. Port City on the strength of 2 long 3s from Farwell to the long 3 of McMillan on the other end. That corkscrew move inside from Courtney Thompson, not able to go. Back the other way comes Lucy Beaumont. Beaumont and Gascoigne make for a hellacious combination in the front court to play against defensively, and they can all both shoot, put the ball on the floor, and attack offensively as well. Both St. Mary's products know each other well, play very well together, have similar games. Love watching them play on the live streams from Halifax and Windsor. And there's a 3 up. Not in for Emily Briggs into the game. But Kilpatrick able to clean it up. She's going to be doing a lot of that, and rightfully so. Anna McMillan's looking up at Lucy Beaumont, going, "Hey, man, I'm headmanning you the ball. Be ready for it." Nellie Smith into the game for Halifax. I'm going to try to follow all the substitutions here, fans, and Jasmine Parent also into the game. Jasmine Parent for Acadia Product, and we're going to talk about her Instagram feed will come up in our discussions this afternoon for this game. McMillan pushes the ball up the floor to Nellie. Smith, she just turns it over a little bit. Briggs back on the attack. Briggs, a Crandall product, a hometown product here, and Farwell short on that one. On line, just a little bit short. Gascoigne makes the right pass, as she always does. Nellie Smith, down it goes, bottom. Wet jumper there from Nellie. And the thing about this Hornets team is there's no one true leading scorer, superstar on this team. They have 8 players that's average between, the last time I looked, 4.5 and 9.5 a game. And Gascoigne, so much game. She is a terror defensively, and like I said, can put the ball on the floor, and she can score at all 3 levels. She can make a 3. She can do that. She has that floater game, and of course, she can finish at the rim. Nicely done inside. Rachel Farwell with the dive and working well with Kaylee Kilpatrick. And that really, those two with Baxendale are such a deadly combo, trio in this league. Nellie Smith gets inside, throws up a wild right-hander, cleaned up in there by Emily Thomas. Pardon me, excuse me. Catherine Follis. Pardon me, looking at my wrong roster. I know most of these girls by now, having watched it on the live stream, but I'm still going to make a mistake here and there, so pardon me, Miss Follis. Big fan of Follis' game, too. Another one, another long, skilled wing that can do a lot of things. Into the game also is Jalen Skier, Cape Breton product for the Hornets. You want to see some threes. You want to see some threes go down and some tough defense. Keep an eye on her. Both these Halifax teams, when they bring people off the bench, it's like, oh, okay, you didn't lose anything at all. When you go to the bench, they are 2 deep at every position, sometimes 3. A horn set here for the Port City Fog. Looking to get Amelia Mitchell a look. Mount A product. She didn't get one. Briggs comes barreling into the lane, trying to create some contact. Isn't quite able to. Skier collects that. Gets it up to Beaumont. On the attack. Nice leave there. Tough catch for Parent. Wasn't able to corral. Briggs now. She can shoot that 3. Doesn't want it. A little bit deep. Back up top to Thompson. Courtney Thompson, when she's aggressive and attacking, the Fog are a better team. That's 2 forays into the paint for her with nothing, and then she commits a silly foul. That one you don't want. Save your foul. Save your good ones for later. I know you're frustrated. You just missed that shot. But that's one you don't want to take. You want to save your fouls, especially in these teams. What's been great about watching this league is how competitive and hard these teams play. And the physicality is just, it's way up there. These aren't soft players. These aren't soft referees calling these games. These are, you got to play through contact and you got to be physical to be successful in this league. And just about every one of these teams is exactly that. Thompson starting the horn set. She runs a dribble handoff there with Mitchell. Gets stuck. Back up to Lauren Harris into the game for Port City. And Briggs gets stuck. Spinning inside is Amelia Mitchell. She gets up and finishes. Love to see the Mount A. I'm a Mount A grad. I'm a Mount A commentator. I love to see the Mount A people do well. I'm not going to lie to you people. I'm going to be cheering a little extra hard for Ms. Mitchell. Briggs. I'm also partial to Crandall, being my hometown college. So I'm very familiar with Briggs. She's going to take a deep 3. Great box out by Parent. Here comes Beaumont. Beaumont spins, not there. Well defended. And up and out. Well defended there from Megan Stewart for Port City. Shutting off Beaumont. That's not easy to do. Here we go. Some wholesale subs in. Little hockey line change for both teams. Kaylee Kilpatrick back in. Emily Thomas actually in the game now for Port City. I used your name earlier. Oh, physical defense up top there from McMillan. Forces Thompson to get rid of it. Against the clock now are the Port City Fog. Kilpatrick's going to launch one up, short rims it. Kilpatrick fighting, gets it back. A lot of contact there, played through it. A 3 there from Farwell. Made her first 2. Looked like she was going to be a flamethrower, but the last couple ones have gone astray. Offensive rebound there from the Hornets. Another deep 3 from McMillan. Man, I've seen her make some threes and so far in these games. I haven't seen her shoot it from that deep. She made one earlier. She thought, why not? Emily Thomas, hand off to Kilpatrick, back to Thomas. She's going to use the screen again. Not there. Into Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick, a bevy of moves. She's got so many of them. My goodness. Up and in for 2 is Kilpatrick. A little Kevin McHale-ish is Kilpatrick in there. Long on a 3 is Beaumont. Brown can't chase it down on the corner. So the Hornets, coached by John Tramble, who's a Calgary and Acadia assistant coach, now at Armbray Academy down in Halifax. They're coming in off of a tough loss, a 28-point loss to the Halifax Thunder. You know they want to bounce back in a big way today. They're down 4 early, 14-10, 2:10, clock running, first quarter. Farwell crosses over, has to force one up. Well defended there by the Hornets. Beaumont did all that work and then got the rebound. Over to Skier. She's going to pop that one. You got to get a hand up on her. That's too much room. Too much room for Jalen Skinner. Skier, pardon me. Down it goes. Right back within 1 now are the Hornets. Running the horn set with Kilpatrick. She gets it to Farwell. Bottom. Third 3 for Farwell. 3 for 5 from downtown. Kilpatrick on the Beaumont, pardon me, on the pull-up, knocks it in. Easy as you like for Beaumont in transition. These Hornets are deadly if you're not on point. Emily Thomas at the top of the key. Oh, pocket picked there. Good hands from Follis. And down it goes on the lay-in from Skier, finishing through contact. And she's going to go to the line for the conventional three-point play. Trying to give the Hornets their first lead. Foul on Abby Ring-Deneen. New into the game for the Port City Fog. Skier. Short rims at Brown in there with the rebound. She's going to force one up and go to the line. Brown's really only played the last 2 games. Looked a bit rusty, but her talent can't be denied. An All-Canadian, former All-Canadian, former pro. She can do a little bit of everything. They run a lot of stuff through her when some of these starters go to the bench. She can make shots. She has all the post moves. She knows she knows where to move on the floor. She may not be the fastest on the floor, but she has an economy of movement because she's smart and knows how to get to spots, and she can pass. Port City Fog has a second opportunity. Kilpatrick swings all the way over, and that's going up. Farwell, she's hit 3, doesn't get that one. Gascoigne on the rebound, pushes to Skier. Skier on the crossover. She loses her check, hitting the floor there. Was number 17, who was not in my program. I thought we had all the numbers right, but we do not. I'll have to, by process of elimination, I'll have to figure out who number 17 is. I should know. I've watched the games, but I can't quite get it. So if somebody on Twitter is going, Dave, I know who number 17 is, just tweet me. Skier with a great box out. Ball comes to Catherine Follis, and she gets it back to Skier. Skier on a handoff to McMillan. McMillan's going to get in the lane. Sweeping left-hander, no good. Good box out there from Lauren Harris for Port City. Kilpatrick now. Baxendale's been quiet so far. She's got to get one up to see if she can do it. She does, and it goes down at the buzzer. Reese Baxendale, just like they drew it up, gives the lead back to Port City, 20-19, as we go to the first quarter break. Entertaining first quarter. Fans, I don't know, we still probably won't top the last game with the atmosphere of the home fans. But that was a terrifically well-played first quarter here in the Harrison Trimble High Gymnasium. Game 3 of day 1 of the weekend showcase here in Moncton, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. And as with everything in this league, it's been top-notch. So thank you to Medivy and thank you to Royale, the 2 founding sponsors of this league. And thank to New Brunswick Dairy Farmers, also the Dairy Farmers of Canada, for sponsoring all the New Brunswick teams in this league. New Brunswick Dairy Farmers. So, boy, fans, I don't know if and I'm going to get a word from good friend Judy Vautour here on. There it is. Number 17 is Emily Fitzpatrick from UMB ESJ. I knew that, but I didn't know it. I don't want to make mistakes. I'm being watched closely over here, fans. I got to make sure I'm on point. So Judy Vautour to the rescue. 17 is 21 on the programs. If you're watching at home and looking at the rosters on the mwba.ca website, which you should go and take a look at. All the links tree there. And Andy Sharp, the best in-house announcer in the business, hasn't been on point with the music today, I got to tell you. At the timeout, we're getting some Adele here. It's bringing everybody down. Stalker, tell him to get the Adele off of the. Tell him to get the Adele off the. Bringing me down, the Adele. And referee Brent Stalker, as a good guy like all these referees are. We got a very, very talented refereeing crew for this weekend as well. I make fun of Andy Sharp, but I love him. He'd be over here doing the game with me if he wasn't on the mic over there in-house. Does a terrific job. Other than when he's playing Adele at timeouts, bringing everybody down. Other than that, he's top-notch. So Gascoigne now in the wing. Oh, look at that play run from McMillan out of the timeout, and it works like a charm. The mark of a good coach, getting a wide-open shot out of a timeout. Beautifully drawn by John Tramble. Joined on the bench by Janice King. Madeline Belding on the sideline, joined by Ryan Day. Old BNB friend of mine. Still a BNB coach. Terrific coach all the way around, Ryan Day. These coaches are, not only are the players top-notch in this league, look at that save from McMillan to Skier. Skier trying to drop it off for Brown. She collects. Got away with the travel there, I think. And a little short there in the 3. That time was McMillan. 22-20, 9:25. Clock running second quarter. Megan Stewart. Can't get rid of it. Good belly-up defense out top there from Catherine Follis. Baxendale, other than that prayer at the buzzer, hasn't gotten her game off yet. Matter of time with her. Shot off the side of the backboard there, collected by Farwell, but knocked away. And Gascoigne going to attack. Making the right pass, finding her teammate. That's going to be down. Saw that coming a mile away. McMillan, wet jumper from the wing. Gascoigne found her in timeout. Port City Fog. The Hornets starting to sting here in the second quarter. And Port City needs to chat. Oh, there. Message delivered. We started with some Adele and got rid of it. Now it might be Andy's voice memos. I'm not sure. But anyway, so the Fog, like I said, coming off 4-point loss to the Freeze, the Battle of the 103 last Thursday. But like I say, that big 3 of theirs can hang with any big 3 in the league. Kilpatrick, Farwell, and Baxendale when they're humming. But the Hornets trying to erase their memory of a 28-point loss, like I said, to the Thunder on Wednesday. And that game, and I talked about it with a couple people earlier, that game was so entertaining for a 28-point game. It was purely a matter of the Thunder making everything they looked at for a period of time, and the Hornets never getting off the schneid. The first quarter was 8-8, and then the lid came off for the Thunder, and it just never did for the Hornets. But they got themselves all the shots they wanted. They got all kinds of good shots, just didn't make them. So you got to think they're coming into this game still confident. We got everything we wanted against a really good defense. We just didn't make shots. Oh, well, look at that crossover from Stewart. Fallis is no joke defensively. Farwell in and out. Crashing was Harris. Good crash from Harris. Off of Fallis, and it's going to stay with the Fog. Farwell inbounds. Like any good team, they're going to run something out of bounds. A quick hitter for her. And the Hornets swallow that play up. Stewart, nice kick out top for Lauren Harris, in and out. Back comes Gascoigne, always attacking. Kilpatrick, well cut off there by Baxendale, forces a tough shot. Not made. Foul on Kilpatrick. Back to the Fog. Kilpatrick's confused. She felt that was clean. Oh, no, it's not on Kilpatrick by the looks of things. There it is on Hannah Brown. So every game in this league is going to be a premier point guard matchup. No difference here between Elena McMillan and Reese Baxendale. Farwell on the attack. She's been the story so far for the Fog. 3 threes. A couple other hoops. Now she's going to the line. Into the game now. Again is Amelia Mitchell. Farwell's going to look to bring the Fog a little bit closer. Farwell comes in the 4th leading scorer in the league at 14.3 per game. Look at that fight from the Fog to get that ball back, and they do. Jump ball back to Port City. Great work there from Lauren Harris and Amelia Mitchell, keeping things alive. So Port City, they're more top heavy. They rely on their big scorers to score. They have 3 in the top 10 in the league in scoring. When you throw in Courtney Thompson at 8.1 a game, it's down in they got 4 in the top 15, whereas only 1 in the top 15 for the Hornets. As I said, they are a scoring by committee type team, and they do it real well. Look at that quickness of Skier. She's going to pull up at the foul line. Money, coast to coast for Jalen Skier. Jalen Skier putting the defense on skates, and Brees Baxendale banks in a lefty lay-in, and a nice backdoor cut from Skier. She leaves it there for Parent. That's a tough catch. She didn't have anywhere to go with it. It got knocked away. Kilpatrick up the floor. Thompson now gets it, moves it ahead nicely. Down it goes, the little baseline jumper from Amelia Mitchell. And another deep 3 over there from McMillan. She's hit 2 from there. Missed a couple too, though. You got to think you can get that deep one whenever you want. This 3 there from Baxendale, trying to take the lead back for Port City. Back in the game is Nellie Smith. She pushes the pace. And a 3 out top from Aaliyah Frazier. Side rim. Baxendale now on the attack. Gets it over to Thompson. She's going to attack. Like I said, they're better when she's attacking. She's been on the attack, just hasn't finished yet. McMillan now. Good attack there from Nellie Smith. And Nellie Smith is the leading scorer for this team. And Skier steps in and takes one on the numbers Gets run over by Thompson and earns an offensive foul call. Oh boy, the term mouse in the house was invented for Jalen Skier. She is in everybody's business. Shares the ball on offense. If there's a six woman of the year contest in this league, Skier's got to be near the top of the list. Physical defense there from Amelia Mitchell. Goes over and helps up Frazier. Santa FX product got knocked into the advertising. Lots of physical play we've seen today. Entertaining stuff from these teams. Run down there from Frazier, creating another opportunity. The banker not finished by Beaumont. Back the other way come the Fog. Briggs back on the floor. Wide open. Wide open, found herself wide open. Did Megan Stewart. So open she didn't realize she did a post move anyway. Didn't have to, didn't matter, went down. Parent now. Back to Skier, sets a crushing screen. Skier in and out. Beaumont crashes, not able to come up with it. Knocked out of bounds, back to Port City. And they'll have another chance to get this game tied. Leah Martin into the game, Dalhousie product for the Hornets. As well as Alicia McNeil, pardon me, for the Hornets. And a three up on the wing over there for Port City. And that was blocked out. It's Emily Thomas. That was blocked out on the view there. Sometimes that fans, you haven't heard the other games. I'm at court level here, and everybody's passing in front of me, and I'm going to miss some details every now and then. I'm not missing that deep three from Nellie Smith. Comes up short, but wrestled back. My goodness. Lucy Beaumont. Ferocious. Taking that ball away and kissing it off the window for two more. Baxendale, she's going to run. Yeah, that's a good call. Baxendale, and that one, as a point guard, I don't like to admit this, but sometimes those screening fouls are the point guard's fault, and I would give the fault on that one to Reese Baxendale. Farwell wasn't set yet. Moving screen resulted. Briggs really physicaling up on Nellie Smith. Had to get rid of it. Back to Skier. Skier inside. Leah Martin. Kicks to Nellie. Up for two, in and out. And yes, Leah Martin follows that shot. Up and in for two. Big body in there. She's going to be tough for Port City to deal with. Briggs trying to get the ball out to Baxendale, but the Hornets, those long arms of that Hornet defense, shutting that off. Ring Deneen back in the game for the Fog. Lauren Harris. Briggs on a step back. Rims out. Tried to be kept alive there by Harris, but no can do. And Lucy Beaumont's going to attack. Shocking surprise. But great defense there from Briggs. Takes it right on the numbers, and Beaumont on the charge. Going the other way. But you love the defense from Briggs. You don't mind the attack from Beaumont. That's how she plays. You don't want to rein her in. That's how she's effective. Being aggressive, going to the hoop. Nice screen roll there from the Fog. Tough righty hook from Harris. Tries to collect the offensive rebound, can't. On the attack is Nellie Smith. Well, almost another charge taken by Briggs. Big turnaround there. Briggs thought she had the charge. No can do, and it's a three from guess who? McMillan. She's been reining them in, and so is Farwell. Misses that one. Briggs gets her hand in there, almost gets a steal. But it'll stay with the Hornets. And now timeout, Hornets. So talked about Coach John Tramble off the top, fans, and he was an assistant at Calgary and Acadia, now at Armbray Academy in Halifax. Had a nice little chat with him about that. I didn't know anything about it. Private school down in Halifax that plays in the high school league along with everyone else. They built it from scratch, and he and Nellie Smith and Jalen Skier coached down there together, and now they're involved in the Halifax Hornets. It's a family operation in more ways than one, so I'm going to make sure I check out Armbray and the league that they play in down there, the high school league. I'm going to be more cognizant of that this year. Check them out, see how they do. So, fans, I also want to bring you to a really good story. Jasmine Parent. If you're an Instagrammer, find her at Jasmine Can't Lose. Jasmine Losing It, pardon me, has 167,000 Instagram followers on her journey to get back in shape to play in this league, in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. It's a cool story. She's entertaining. She's funny. It's good stuff. I checked it out this week. It's great. So, yeah, check her out. Give her a follow on Instagram and enjoy. And she's also a terrific player in this league. She was on the board of directors originally and then decided, forget it, I want to come play. And then kept track of her journey on Instagram. So, oh boy, that's going to be in trouble, yeah. Nellie Smith wanted to swing that all the way back around to Follis, but miscommunication. Had a little collision there. So 2:40 exactly, clock running for second quarter. 36-30. The Hornets over the Fog. In this third of 3 games, the first day of the weekend showcase here in Moncton. Halifax coaching staff didn't feel like there was any contact on that drive by Baxendale. The referees differed, and the unblemished record of referees not changing their calls continues well into its 100th whatever year of basketball. Baxendale at the line, short on the first. Kind of an ugly release there. She kind of looked at her hand like, what did I just do there? Baxendale looking to correct things and make the second. In and out on the second. Leah Martin able to corral the rebound. Up to McMillan. She gets it on the attack. And wide to the right there was Nellie Smith on that three-pointer. And Hornets are settling a little bit for these deep threes. When you keep in mind that Nellie Smith is, when she's put the ball on the floor, has basically gotten wherever she wants. Nice pass from Baxendale off the rebound up to Farwell and Kilpatrick. That's automatic. Boys, if they can get the ball into the hands of Farwell and Kilpatrick out of that press, forget it. The Hornets now lead by 4, 1:49 clock running second quarter. Turnover, Baxendale. She's got a head of steam. She's going to try to beat Follis to the rim. Follis, the eraser, the big block, making herself large. And Baxendale retreated, wasn't able to finish. Megan Stewart in the game, and Briggs back as well. Emily Fitzpatrick back in. 2 UNBSJ players on this Port City Fog team that didn't have a great year in the ACAA, but who I enjoyed commentating for their last few games. They showed marked improvement. Did UNBSJ with a young team. Probably going to be a lot better this year. And those 2 girls, Abby Ring-Deneen and Emily Fitzpatrick, were a big part. Jalen Skier, she can make a 3 in your eye anytime, and she just did. Her second 3 of the half pushes the lead out to 7. Briggs, she's going to attack. Retreat up to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick. And Emily Fitzpatrick. Just a miscommunication there. She was going to run through. Kilpatrick threw her behind her. Catherine Korovets into the game. But a timeout for Halifax, 1:10 remaining second quarter. So again, I said it's 8 players average between 4.7 and 9.8 points a game for this Hornets team. Nobody averaging double figures, and yet they're the second highest scoring team in the league. It's pretty cool to watch the way they share the ball. So fans, at the end of the game, I'll be picking the players of the game, and the players of the game this weekend, it's not just a certificate. It's not just a, hey, nice job, T-shirt. We do things in style around here in Moncton. The player of the game packs is a Royale coffee thermos. Osceola by the Sea Estate White, a white wine. I forgot to check on the pronunciation of that white wine with Judy Vautour before I did this, but from Anetico Winery, they've donated a bottle of wine, a Lush bath bomb, a 1-month supply of Karen phytoplankton, and a water bottle, a nice one, no cheapness here, folks. A very nice water bottle from Skills Canada NB. So look forward to the players of the game at the end of the game. And not for nothing again, I want to mention a couple things. I mentioned this earlier during our first game, but any basketball broadcast right now, especially a women's basketball broadcast, would be irresponsible to not mention the name of Brittany Griner. Free Brittany Griner is trending online. If you don't know why, find out and lend an ear to it. She's in prison in Russia and shouldn't be and needs to come home. So I'll be mentioning that a couple times this weekend. As McMillan goes to work off a screen and roll from Brown. Brown collects back out to Skier, over to McMillan, and she's going to make that. The jumper is just soaking wet right now. Alana McMillan, automatic. You can tell off her hand the ones that are going down. They're so pure. Briggs with a hard screen on McMillan. Shakes it off. Up to Kilpatrick. She's going to go to work at the high post. She's got Brown. Oh, a nice cut. Pretty stuff from Megan Stewart. Kilpatrick with her heads up. Dropping a dime. And the lead is back down to 8. A long 3. Not chased down in the corner there by McMillan. And now the Fog like a hold for a final shot. Try to bring this to 6 or 5 going into the halftime break. 8 seconds. Briggs. Physical defense and causing a travel. Absolutely well done by Catherine Korovets. Physical D, but did not extend the arm, force a turnover, and now McMillan is going to have a chance here with 5 seconds left to pop a long one. I bet you she's going to step into one, and she is from very deep. It doesn't go. And we go to the halftime break with the Halifax Hornets holding an 8-point lead, 42-34 over the Port City Fog. I'm Dave Tingley. Find me on at Hoops Tingley on Instagram and Twitter if you want to have a chat in the second half. But you'll hear me back here again in about 15 minutes, folks. Welcome back, fans, to the second half of the third and final game of day one of the Moncton Weekend Showcase here for the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. And if you've missed any of the action so far, I just feel bad for you. First game was a 10-point victory for the Halifax Thunder over the Fredericton Freeze, but that game got pretty exciting in the fourth quarter. Freeze were down most of the game, almost as much as 19 points, and came back and brought it back to within 7 late. But the Thunder remained undefeated. And then last game, the Moncton Mystics got down 21-2, 21-4 after the first quarter, and came roaring all the way back to escape the gym with a narrow victory over the Windsor Edge. And now here in this gym, Port City got off to a quick start, and the Halifax Hornets have fought back to take an 8-point lead coming out of halftime. Carla Gascoigne, a big part of that first half comeback. Look at that move inside. The long limbs of Catherine Follis. Whoo, boy. Go gadget. All those limbs on Catherine Follis. That's not a move you're going to easily stop. Kilpatrick now on a 3, right back for the Fog. Kaylee Kilpatrick, the pro from Germany. And now right back goes Brown. Hannah Brown long with her 3. Don't think she can't make it too. She can. Long 7-point game now. Courtney Thompson. Backdoor feed to Farwell. Pretty as you like. Rachel Farwell, the second time she's got loose backdoor like that. And a nice find from Thompson. Oh, look at that crossover. A little bit overly unselfish there from Lucy Beaumont. Trying to find Gascoigne down low, or Follis, one or the other. And no can do. 5-point game. Fog, Farwell, batted right back from Brown. Takes it on the left and finishes. Rachel Farwell has been the bulk of the story for the Fog. Hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Hasn't stopped scoring since. Gorgeous feed there by McMillan to Follis. Another finish from Catherine Follis. Ooh, that was a tough screen from Rachel Farwell in the open court on McMillan. Got away with a travel there maybe too. Inside at Courtney Thompson, and she found Rachel Farwell, and what a hot start. Hot start to the first quarter, hot start to the third for Farwell. Brown finds Follis. Back out to Gascoigne. Just a little too far for Brown from Gascoigne. That is a high degree of difficulty pass off that left-hand dribble. Brown. The pass was there, just a little long. Baxendale now on the run against McMillan. McMillan cuts her off. Bodies her up. Kilpatrick swings all the way to the corner to Farwell. She doesn't need much daylight to get it off, and she did. Rebound there from Stewart. Keeps the possession alive. Wheeling and deal inside. Pardon me, that was Lauren Harris that got that rebound for the Port City Fog. Driving inside was Thompson. Fog felt that should have been Port City ball. They're a little bit at a loss. Angle didn't work for me. I didn't see who it went off of, so I have no opinion. Look at Follis. Man, it's so herky-jerky and unorthodox. It's tough to keep a bead on her. But long limbs leading to easy finishes at the rim for Follis right now. She's got 6 quick ones in this quarter. Baxendale. She finds Farwell. Farwell trying to go to work again. Crashing the glass, though. Comes up just short. Does Lauren Harris. Not able to finish. Loyal Port City Fog fans. We're ready to explode there. Brown on a pull-up 3. She misses. Another rebound there from Harris. Up to Baxendale. Baxendale looking to beat McMillan. Not an easy task. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Finds Farwell. Oh, I thought that was going to be bottom, but no. Rebounded by Beaumont. The pace is wicked in this game. My goodness, you can't stop to breathe. Beaumont up to Hollis. Brown, physical down low in the paint, can't finish on the offensive glass. Farwell had Thompson. Now she gets it to her. Thompson down in for Kilpatrick. Well defended there by Clara Gascoigne. Boots it out of bounds. Hockey subs for both teams, at least 3 for both squads. Nellie Smith in the game. Jasmine Parent in the game, and Jalen Skier, who had a terrific first half. A water bug on offense and defense. Thompson. Briggs back in the game as well for Port City. Thompson on the move. Boy, that would have been something if it would have gone in. Comes up short. Nellie Smith pushes to Skier. Skier tries to push it into Parent. Parent collects. The toughness goes inside. And she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Port City Fog fans didn't like the call. Looked like a good one to me. Parent threw her body in there aggressively, got the call, and she earned it. Jasmine Parent makes the first one. Again, fans, if you didn't hear from the first half, seek out Jasmine losing it on Instagram. Be one of the upper followers. She's only got 167,000 followers. She needs some more. It's kind of a sad state of affairs. A low number of followers she's got there. I feel bad for her, really. I got hundreds personally. Beating baseline and a rainbow jumper. Looked kind of awkward the whole way through, but that's the second one Harris has made from that same kind of spot. Oh, you can't give an open 3 to Skier, but she missed. And a rebound and up and in for Nellie Smith. And again, lots of physical contact in this game, just like the last one, just like the Mystics Edge game. Had an edge to it, so does this one. Not for the faint of heart, this game. And Harris lost her footing, Amelia Mitchell lost her footing there. She's going to check out. More subs in. Emily Thomas. So Briggs, Thomas, Baxendale, Kilpatrick, and Stewart for Port City as Nellie Smith bangs in a 3, pushes the lead to 55-46. She's joined on the floor by Skier, Aaliyah Frazier, Gascoigne, and Parent being super physical down there in the paint with Megan Stewart forcing a miss. And Kilpatrick reaches in. Another foul for the Port City Fog. That's that's only their second of the half. Well cut off by Briggs there is Skier. Parent, she's going to look to go to work again with that left hand. Doesn't finish. Nellie Smith crashing the boards, pushes it out of bounds. Kilpatrick into Baxendale. So, biggest spread we've had all game, 9 points. Baxendale's going to look to narrow that down. Wide right with it, rebounded by Frazier. She's going to look to push. Finds Skier. Skier off the bounce around Briggs, and Briggs with the push. Skier's going to have it checked out on the bottom of underneath the hoop. So back into the game for Port City is Farwell and Ringdeneen. Farwell is scorching hot tonight. Let's see if that continues. It's got to continue, I would think, for Port City to get back in the game. Nellie Smith tried to get a cutting Frazier, knocked out of bounds by Port City. 10 on the clock now for the Hornets. Switching on those inbounds are the Port City Fog, and it comes back to haunt them. It's a thing you got to watch when you switch. Is Reese Baxendale found herself on Parent, and that was a mismatch, and it was over. She laid it in for 2. Ringdeneen on the wing. Baxendale now. Interrupted there, yeah, and a push in the back from Kilpatrick. Port City doesn't like it, but that's a good call. Didn't mean to trip her, push her in the back, but she did. Skier is a problem on the defensive end of the floor. Thompson and Harris now check back in for Port City. Coach Belding trying to find a combination that works right now. Parent now going to attack with the left again. Her big third quarter continues. Jasmine Parent finding a mismatch down there in the post. Nobody can seem to handle her. Thompson trying to go around Nelly, and she gets rightfully called for the travel. Some happy feet there. The Halifax coaching staff's been calling for some steps from these Port City Fog. Finally got a call, and Port City needs a timeout and suddenly find themselves down 13. And Madeline Belding's having a conversation with Brent Stalker about one thing or another. I think they feel like they're getting the short end of the stick from a physicality perspective, but I don't see any problem with any of the calls here myself. I think it's been pretty consistent today. Physical plays being allowed. You're going to have to play through it, be tough. And these teams certainly are, and it's been superb, absolutely superb. So with the Fog in the game here, I want to give a mention to someone, and I did this in the first game. And I know the St. John basketball community is feeling the loss of Fran McHugh today. He passed away this week. Fran was a wonderful referee, official, and more than just basketball. I know he's a baseball official too, and but was a basketball coach and just a beloved guy in St. John and across the province. So to his friends and family, we give our sincere condolences. Fran was coached me, assistant coach for my first BNB team back in the day, back when I was 15 years old, and he was also the referee at the Aiken Center when my Riverview Royals defeated the Harrison Triple Trojans in the '94 final. So the loss rings with me as well. So R.I.P. Franny. And back to the action, and Nellie Smith pops a three. Look at that rebound flying in was Lucy Beaumont. She's been a terror this game. And Parent going to work again. Misses that one. Rebounded by Farwell. Baxendale. Not had her best game today, has Reese Baxendale. See if she can get on track and help get St. John back in the game. Parent knocks the ball out of bounds. Courtney Thompson now will key it in. 10 seconds on the clock for the Fog. Baxendale comes to meet it. Screen roll with Farwell. Oh, nicely done inside. Nice hesitation move there from Baxendale on cue. I was asking for more to her, and she gave it to us. Squeeze through. So much attention, Farwell on that screen, with good reason, how hot she's been today. Baxendale short on the first. She's got one more, trying to bring this lead back to 12. We've seen today some leads, some significant leads in both these games be diminished. So this game by no means out of hand at 12 points. Skier, Parent at the high post. She's going to try to go to work again, and she does. Misses that time. Good rebound in there by Harris. She squeezes it and gets fouled. Harris, she's shown max effort today under those boards, has Harris. A little bit undersized compared to the Parents and the Beaumonts and the Gascoignes as far as length and height goes, but she's been physical down there. Thompson now with a chance. Oh, well defended, but Parent digs it out. Up to Beaumont. Lucy Beaumont on the attack. Crossover. Not there. Out to Skier. Skier's going to pop another three, and bang! Jalen Skier, her third three. She's been terrific off the bench as Skier. Good hands there from Nellie Smith. Baxendale on the handoff to Thompson. Another dribble handoff. And that's going to go up, and it should, and it goes down. Woo, boy. What I'd give to have that release. Pure from Rachel Farwell. That's a tough shot. I knew it was going up, and I knew it was going in. Nice feed. Well done there from Aaliyah Frazier to Jasmine Parent. Continuing her terrific third quarter. She's been the story of this quarter for the Hornets. Inside again goes Reese Baxendale. She's coming to life. Finishes off the glass. Lead back down to 12. Skier now. She's going to look to attack. Gets it back out for Beaumont. Beaumont's going to launch a three. That's online, and it's good. Woo-hoo-hoo, deep. We have seen some deep threes made in this game from these ladies. Another one from Lucy Beaumont. I'm already nervous about my player of the game picks. Oh, it's going to stress me out the rest of this game already. Baxendale on the penetration. Doesn't get it to go. She's going to go to the line, back to the line for Reese Baxendale, and she has really answered the call from your friendly neighborhood announcer here to pick up her game. She has these last possessions. That's more like it from Reese. That's the Reese we know, penetrating into the key, taking contact. It's her second visit to the line in the last couple minutes to go along with the lefty finish there. Possession to go. First one pure. Back to a 14-point game. Hornets now line back up. And down it goes. 67-54, 35 seconds clock running, third quarter. Frazier for Smith again, stumbles and falls. Good defense there from Megan Stewart. Penetrating into the key and a tough lefty finish from Aaliyah Frazier. Her minutes have been valuable off the bench for this Hornets squad today as well. My goodness, that's a hard finish with the left hand high off the glass. Baxendale now going to run a screen here up top. Double screen. Had one to give, though. That's not a bad foul at all. I know Skier's smiling about it, but that's actually a really good foul. Now, Fogg only have 5 seconds to get things going. Baxendale's going to have to hurry. Trying to work with Farwell. She's going to have to throw one up at the buzzer, and she does, and it's wild and doesn't go in. And so the Hornets, Halifax Hornets, head to this fourth quarter, up 15. The home of the Trojans here, Harrison Trimble High School in Moncton, New Brunswick. I'm Dave Tingley. I'm Hoops Tingley on Instagram and Twitter if you want to say hello. I've gotten a few more followers today. I've gotten the only real heads up I've gotten from people is when I get things wrong, which is rightfully so. I should. So shout out to Brad Sadford, and of course Jen McKenzie, who corrected me earlier to say she was not in the gym actually refereeing. I made that mistake earlier. I had her name on my sheet to shout out as the head of officials for this league. But of course it was Nancy Curry standing right in front of me actually refereeing. So that was a fun moment from earlier, fans. So shout out to Mark Stewart, obviously following me out there. So thanks to Mark and to everybody out there listening. Let me know where you're from if you're on Twitter and Instagram out there. Want to know how far this reach goes. We know to an extent how far this reach goes. These ladies have put on a show since the beginning of the season in May, and it's really surpassed, I think, everybody's expectations on how this first season would go. There's been very few bumps in the road. They've gotten quality individuals and players to come out and play almost universally. These players, the quality players in the region have committed to play. There's very few big names that aren't playing in this league this year, and those that aren't probably will see the quality of the league and come out to play next year. It's just been terrific, and the league can't say enough about Menavie and Royale, the two founding sponsors, and just can't find better partners for the league. Everything's been run well and top notch, and this weekend just has been these first 2.5 games, 2 3/4 games have been super entertaining. Let's see if the Fog can get a run going here early in the fourth quarter and make this as exciting a finish as we had, or almost, can't live up to the second game, but almost as exciting a finish as we had earlier this afternoon. Reese Baxendale, she's going to initiate things on a handoff for Stewart. Stewart now, she wheels and deals in the lane, met there by Beaumont, forcing the tie-up. Beaumont's presence on both ends of the floor has been terrific. And again, fans, I'm stressing out about player of the game here. Anybody that's listening wants to offer me some suggestions for players of the game, this game, let me know. I'm securing Farwell for St. John, particularly if she continues to play well in this fourth quarter. I've got 16 candidates for the Hornets, and I like them all. Miss inside, collecting there is Stewart. Baxendale. Fog get a stop. Farwell's going to put it up and in. She has just been automatic on the trigger from 3 today. 5 threes for Farwell at least. I might be missing one too, but my goodness. Back to 12 now. Oh, and look at that crafty little hook from Nellie Smith. I didn't expect her to throw that up, but she did, and Skier, I think Skier's my favorite right now, fans. If you're a Hornets fan out there, she's my favorite for player of the game right now. McMillan rained in some long threes, but Skier, her impact has been palpable from the second she came in the game. Cut off, Farwell cut off Nellie Smith in the lane. Parent with a nice kick to Gascoigne. Gascoigne makes a huge three, pushes that lead right back up to 14. The Fog now. Baxendale again into the key. Oh, going left. Not able to finish that time. Nellie Smith on the board. She pushes up to McMillan. McMillan with a nice look back to Gascoigne. Gascoigne with those long strides. Not able to finish with the left hand. Parent collects the rebound. Parent now out to Frazier. Frazier's going to try a three, almost banks it in, but it missed. And Amelia Mitchell gathered in that rebound. Reese Baxendale now. Off the screen. Emily Thomas rolled, didn't get it. Farwell's going to put another one up, and that's good. She doesn't need any space. She doesn't need to be on balance. All she needs is the ball in her hands to get it up right now. She's got one of those feelings, this Farwell. You just know it's going to go in every time. It's crazy. It's like Vanessa Pickard put on a similar show in the first half of the game this morning, but Farwell has carried it through all 4 quarters. My goodness. Keeping her team within reach. And Parent, another candidate for player of the game. Her second half, she's been dominant down there in the paint in the second half. Misses the first.
Halifax is going to sub in at number 15, Captain Colas, and number 23, Liam Murphy.
Oh, run down in the corner by McMillan. Nicely. Turnover, bad turnover by the Fog. Not what they needed at all. Fallis almost gets it to go. And that's 4 on Kilpatrick. That's big for the Fog. Let's see what Madeline Belding and Ryan Day do over on the St. John bench. You want to steal her some minutes ideally, but the lead's already 15. You probably roll the dice at this point. She's a smart player. Count on her to do smart things. Oh, and she feels like she got robbed on that one. It's going back, and I think this is going to be overturned. Yeah, that's a good call. Brent Stalker came in. corrected it. I think that was the right call. Looked to me like Emily didn't get the benefit of that out there, but oh, yeah, it's going to be Reese Baxendale to go out and Emily Briggs in. So Kilpatrick stays. She's going to bring it up. She's got 4 fouls. Farwell now. Get the ball in her hands and get out of the way is almost the ideal thing. Oh, Briggs in and out. That would have been helpful to the Fog cause. Just hasn't found her mark today as Briggs. Kilpatrick now working on Briggs. Briggs, nice defense there. Makes her take a tough turnaround. Rebounded in there by Lauren Harris. Almost stolen right back by Alicia McNeil, the Mount St. Vincent product. Can't do it. Kilpatrick will inbounds to Briggs. See what they, yep, they're going to start Kilpatrick at the high post and let her operate things. And Leah Martin nods, yep, I grabbed her jersey. That's a good call, Mr. Referee. Kind of the opposite of what you're going to see in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Coming off a terrific, I don't know, anybody out there didn't watch Steph Curry last night? I feel bad for you. That was one of the best games he's ever played, if not the best. That was great stuff. So much good ball on right now. The WNBA is showing out. We got the MWBA, the NBA Finals. I'm going to watch some BNB girls tomorrow. Pardon me, Sunday. Yes, tomorrow after the games here. And a nice finish there. Running one-hander from Courtney Thompson. That's brings the lead down to 14. Long there on the baseline from Leah Martin. Briggs gets it to Thompson. Thompson on the run. Martin tries to cut her off. Hand off to Farwell. Oh, Farwell. I think she thought Kilpatrick was coming right behind her on the roll, but Kilpatrick faded to the top of the three-point line. Follis down to Martin and back to Gascoigne, but she turns it over. Farwell now. If you're the Fog, it's not often someone gets as unconscious hot as Rachel Farwell. You've got to get her the ball. Nice cut there. They included her in the action, though. I liked it. The threat of Farwell made Thompson more available, that's for sure. If you're not letting Farwell touch it, you got to include her in the action. She's going to check out. Baxendale back in. You got to figure they're just stealing a couple of minutes here for Kilpatrick and Farwell just to get a breather and get back in. Might even be offense, defense. The idea here might be we're playing defense this next possession. And then when we get it back, I'm going to call timeout. That might be the idea. Just give them a chance. Maybe even 30 seconds or a minute extra will be helpful here as comes down. Yeah, and they're playing zone out of it. Get wide open three from Follis. Doesn't go down. Briggs now. She's going to attack behind the back. Fake handoff to Baxendale. Maintains the dribble. Up to Lauren Harris. Lauren Harris attacks. Out to Baxendale. Baxendale 3 not there. Briggs, 7 on the clock. She gets in the lane and finishes nicely with the right hand. That's a big one. And it looks like Coach Belding and Day, they're going to try to steal a few more minutes. And Alicia McNeil, she bangs in a 3. Lead back to 13, and that might change the mind. Yeah, there's Farwell already up off the stool down there in the corner for the Fog. Kilpatrick won't be far behind, I don't think. Oh, nice feed for Lauren Harris. Just wasn't able to finish that baseline jumper. Gascoigne off to McMillan. McMillan with a long 3. Doesn't go. Baxendale now. Back in comes Brown and Smith. Yes, Smith, pardon me, Nellie Smith and Jalen Skier for the Hornets. looking to finish off this victory. Fog aren't letting it get, they aren't giving up. And McMillan in there tried to bring the lead back to 11, or Kilpatrick, pardon me. No, sorry, I was blocked out there, fans. Every now and then, fans, I get blocked out a little bit with the traffic in front of me. Bear with me. Emily Fitzpatrick hands off to Baxendale. Baxendale, good defense there by Brown. Baxendale, with a big smile on her face, like, where's the foul there? Looks like Brown got all ball. The follow through a little bit was physical, but again, the physical play continues. Port City, 4:22 on the clock, down 13. Farwell, nice handoff. Beautiful stuff there out of the sideline play, and a nice little handoff to Megan Stewart. She finishes, and the lead is down to 11. Don't go anywhere, fans. So no quit in these teams, none at all. The Freeze down big in the first game, came all the way back, made it a game in the single digits in the fourth quarter. The Moncton Mystics down 21-2 at one point in the first quarter of their game previous to this, came all the way back and won. And now this game, Port City's been down all game, got down as much as 16 points, I believe, was the biggest lead. It's 11 right now. Hornets not able to shake them. So it'll be interesting to see how what comes out of this timeout. See if there's any change, any tweak, any defensive adjustment. Do we go zone? Do we pick up? Do we move the pressure up a little bit? I think St. John has to try to, as talented as the Hornets are in the open court, might want to extend a little bit. You saw Moncton have success with that against a pretty physical, pretty talented and stretchy and long and athletic edge team. They extended their defense, and that you wouldn't think would play to their strength, but it did. They got physical in it. The edge hurried themselves up, and Moncton came all the way back. You got to think maybe Port City tries to hurry the Hornets up a little too much, extend a little token pressure, or maybe they go back into a zone, which they've done off and on today. No, looks like just regular old, yep, it's going to be a zone. It's going to be a zone. It's a 1-3-1 by the look of it. Oh, pretty stuff. And looks like the Hornets were expecting that, knew exactly what to do. All I could hear over there was Coach John Trammell going, yes, 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 as if every move was exactly how he drew it up. At least that's what he'll tell people. Kilpatrick on the move, nice dish off inside. Collecting again is Megan Stewart. I think she felt some footsteps there and got rushed. It's a 13-point game now, 3:35 clock running fourth quarter. Skier swings it all the way over to Nellie Smith, and that's bottom. Beautiful stuff from the Halifax Hornets against the zone. And it's back to the drawing board for the St. John Fog, because those two defensive possessions in the zone did not go how they wanted. The lead's busted back out to 16, and the Hornets are about ready to put this game to bed. It looks like 16-point lead, 84-68, 3:23 left on the clock, and now it's time for me to finalize my players of the game. And I am, with the blessing of the bench, I did ask for advice. I did ask for the best in the business, Andy Sharp, on the call on the in-house announcer for some assistance, and he signed off on my call for Jalen Skier. Just her presence in the game just was tremendous defensively. She hit some threes, penetrated, shared the ball well. She was just incredibly solid. And, of course, Alana McMillan's on your list. Nellie Smith should be on your list if you're a fan. Lucy Beaumont was terrific. Follis. It's embarrassment of riches when you come to try to pick players of the game in this game for the Halifax Hornets. But I'm going with Jalen Skier. And the player of the game for the Port City Fog. It's as easy a choice as I've ever had. And that's going to be Rachel Farwell. Port City now. Into Thompson. They've got to have some sense of urgency here, I would think. Nice block down there on the baseline. A little bit blocked out by the referees on that one, fans, but I guess it was a beautiful block. Kilpatrick now up to Baxendale. Back to Kilpatrick. She's going to go to work. Easy as you like. Boy, it looks like she's got such a quick release for a big. Doesn't matter. And they've stayed with that zone. Discussed some things out of it, maybe tweaks, but maybe to trap. There's been no trap so far. Swing it all the way around, and man, Lucy Beaumont. She's been terrific. Boy, want to rethink. I'm gonna rethink and double think everything. So I'm just gonna stick with my player of the game pick. Look at that penetration inside. Skier hit the deck, but that was a nice feed from Kilpatrick to Harris, and she finished off the glass. 87-72 now. 2:18. Skier ran that one down. Gets it back over to Gascoigne. All the way in the corner again. Following her miss. Keeping it alive. Gascoigne runs it down. Over to Skier. She's going to pop a three. Short. Kilpatrick. She runs it down. So Skier now. The top of the key is, as your friendly neighborhood commentator completely rethinks his player of the game pick. Finds it to Skier. This one goes in. All right, I'm good now. She's my player of the game. I don't need to see anything else. Oh man, that makes it easy. We'll give it to you, Jalen. On cue. You had me wondering. Forget about it. It's yours. This has been a fun game to watch. This is going to be the blowout of the day. I say that in quotations, but Port City just couldn't get stops on this Thunder franchise, for this Hornets franchise, pardon me. They're just a load to try and stop. You saw it today with the candidates for POG. Everybody can score. Everybody can get on the score sheet, scoring double figures, and it's been, shared responsibility again today. I'm going to go look at that score sheet. I expect to see a lot of players between like 6 and 12 points. A block in there by Gascoigne, and she gets around and steals it. What a defensive possession for Clara Gascoigne. Skier now under control again, gets it to Gascoigne. Gascoigne's going to try a three. That's going to be long. Rebounded by Beaumont. And Brown inside, and I'm happy to see that one go. She's had so many good opportunities in there today as Hannah Brown, and she just hasn't finished. Nice to see that one go in. Great defense there out top from Brown and Skier. Clock's ticking down, 15 seconds left on the clock. Baxendale now into the corner. A three from Harris. And that's gonna be it, ladies and gents. So fans, join us back here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. for the Fredericton Freeze and the Windsor Edge. 1 p.m. Port City and Halifax Thunder, and 3, the finale. The Moncton Mystics coming off their first win today against the Halifax Hornets. So fans, this has been a fun day, a very fun day, and I hope you all join me tomorrow. I'm Hoops Tingley on Instagram and Twitter. Dave Tingley, the full name, the non-social media name. Thanks for joining us. It was a blast, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, fans, now we're going to have our players of the game. But before we do, we want to say a big thank you to everybody for coming out today. You know, when this league first started up, I think we all knew there was lots of talent in the Maritimes, but I don't know if anyone really expected the basketball to be as amazing as it has been. So thank you for coming out. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you everybody from Halifax and St. John for making the drive. And safe travels as you're on your way home, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Your player of the game for Port City is number 7, Rachel Harwell. And probably the only woman that shot better than her today was number Halifax, number 5, Jalen Steer. All right, there's your player of the game, folks. So once again,